Hi there, I'm back with the 100 pencil portraits challenge, and this is the second episode. I asked on my Instagram stories which of these I should draw next. Jisoo won with 67%, so I will draw her. I started the first drawing day with doing a sketch of face and facial features. I drew this portrait in 5 days. Don't get me wrong, I didn't use 5 times 24 hours or even 5 times 8 hours for this drawing. What I mean is that I divided the drawing process into 5 days so that I can reflect on my process the next day and fix the mistakes I made on time before going too far with the drawing. Also, on a more practical note, I only have one memory card for my camera, so I couldn't record the entire drawing process without taking breaks to transfer the files to my computer and to delete them from the memory card to make more room for new videos. By the way, can you guess how long it took me to draw this portrait? I will reveal the right answer at the end of this video, so make a guess and maybe write it in the comments. Okay, if you see something blurry and orange in the frame, it's just my headband I used to keep my hair from participating in the drawing process. On the second day of drawing, I continued to work on the sketch. I think the sketch is very important when it comes to any drawing, because it works as guidelines. During the third day, I drew eyelashes so that the eyes would look better and closer to the reference picture. After getting the eyes to look decent, I tried to figure out the overall shape of the face. Maybe you noticed it, but I didn't sketch the outline of the face properly earlier, and the reason behind it is that I had problems with it and decided to leave it for later. I also started working on the lips. When it comes to drawing lips, I try to first capture the overall shape and then start to shade them. The lips usually look too big when I first draw the outlines, but after shading it starts to look more natural. During the fourth drawing day, I made quite many visible changes. What I mean by that is that I added contrast to the drawing by drawing the hair, darkening the eyes and shading the lips. I also added more shading to the drawing in general. When I was drawing my first pencil portrait for the challenge, I paid a lot of attention to how to draw the head tilted just the right amount. During drawing this portrait, everything didn't go as planned, to put it simply. I realized that in the reference photo, Jisoo's face is tilted a bit, so I focused a lot to get the eyes at the right angle. However, I kind of forgot about it when I moved to the other facial features. And that's why I somehow managed to draw all the facial features in the different angles. Each facial feature looks okay, separately, but if you look at the drawing as a whole, everything is in a wrong place. So, I erased the eyes the first thing on the 5th drawing day. After thinking about it, I concluded that it would be easier to fix the proportions by drawing the eyes again than trying to draw the entire face again, including nose, lips and hair. I made the decision partly because I trust my skills more when it comes to drawing eyes than lips or nose. Yes, it did hurt my soul when I erased the eyes. I was somewhat satisfied with how the eyes turned out with the first try, just not with their angle. I decided to share this not so flattering failure of my drawing process to give you a window to peek what happens many times behind the scenes and something that might not get published so much. Perhaps artists are so critical of themselves that they are hesitant to share their struggles and weaknesses openly online. I also wonder whether this decision to share my mistakes online will affect how people perceive my drawing skills. However, this is a conscious decision I made. I want to be open about my skill level and struggles so that when I finish this challenge, I will have more realistic materials to compare my progress to. I think the portrait is starting to look quite good now. I will work on some details and then it is ready. By the way, have you already made your guess on how long it took me to draw this portrait? The right answer is around 4.5 hours. Only the final touch is left and then the portrait is finished. Thank you for watching.